if there is an ordered or requested evacuation from the coastal areas, we'll be working with the State Emergency Management Division to utilize contract buses for individuals to leave those high-threat coastal areas, and we have already pre-coordinated with inland counties such as Aiken, Orangeburg, Richland, and Florence County for those individuals to go to those locations and know that they're going to be going to those locations before they even evacuate. They will know when they leave at that time exactly where they're going, so they can tell family and friends, as well as our DSS workers that'll be working those shelters will know that they're identified ahead of time to open those shelters. What you see, it says CTN plan. That stands for critical transportation needs. Those are our most vulnerable populations that live in the coastal areas as well, all the way up through the Midlands. Those are individuals that either renting, they live in a mobile home, or they just do not have a safe place to go. Well, part of that transportation plan that we use, that's called the CTN plan, is we utilizing contract buses through the State Emergency Management Division to provide transportation of those vulnerable populations out of the affected areas. Now, what you'll see here is just south of the I-95 corridor, the locations that say B and C shelters. Those are the shelters that normally would open if we have a low-level storm, but at the point of having to evacuate, because the storm is a major category, that is a category 3, 4, or 5 storm, then this transportation plan would be activated, and that is where these evacuation shelters in the Midlands will come about. We have made through planning efforts to ensure that each of those regions along the coastal areas have a specific designated shelter ahead of time that those individuals will go to every single time they evacuate. Now, when you see on the graphic, you'll see the locations labeled A. Those are the evacuation shelters. Those are considered the host counties. Now, the B and C last minute shelters that you see here, those are for, like it says, last minute shelters. Those should be opening up no later than 12 hours before the onset of tropical force winds, with the goal of those supporting only those individual populations that are considered emergency essential personnel and families that have to stay there till the absolute last minute. By providing this training, we're trying to ensure that our people understand that just because someone is evacuating into a shelter, that they might not just be having a bad day, they might also have underlying conditions such as post-traumatic stress disorder, Alzheimer's, dementia, or they might be on the autism spectrum. Well, we want to make sure that our staff has those skills to understand how to handle those individuals, as well as the tools they need to help de-escalate situations until we can get additional support there for them. The moment a county council or an emergency manager or local political body decides that the offices within that county are closed, they go into their website and they update the information on scmd.org, so you can find out if your office is either under a delayed opening or closed altogether. As well as if you have family and friends that you know that need to evacuate during a disaster, by also going to that website, they've got a link to where you can look at whatever shelters are open nearest them. And in addition to it, if you need to, there is the SC Emergency Manager app that is available both on Android and Apple devices to download if you're on the go and you need that same information. So please be safe this hurricane season and contact us if you need any sort of support or any needs.